This is Low Moon Uprising, and the story continues.
You cast the spell. It's Dhium the Red, and you say...
You sent me a letter.
It's a red hat. A red robe.
Sorry.
And red shoe.
No, I'll say.
You should have sent it to me.
I'll say.
Griffin's Roost.
What? I'll say. Thank you. First of all, I'll start with thank you. And then I will say. So thank you. Where are you located? No, I'll say. Thank you.
You said thank you like 3 times already. You got like 4 words left.
You may have N. Does that count as AN? Does that count?
No.
N. Imposter. Where are you?
I really need to store all of the character names in my phone with phone numbers because I'm doing this and I'm constantly trying to text your character names. It's killing me. I'm gonna do it.
You got it like a alias or business name.
That would be all it would take. Just put their name on there and the same person would step them up. Okay.
Thanks.
Honestly, you have Discord on my computer, you can just whisper.
Yeah.
True. You can type on your computer too, it would be a lot faster. And then you could type on your laptop.
Or also keep those real later. Can't see it.
Fellas,
How many words did I get?
9.
Tried. Oh, 9.
Until next week.
Can I borrow one? Borrow one from next week.
You're the DM.
Are any of them articles?
He inserts free magic. You should let people who use free magic cantrips to add words to something.
I'm sure.
So,
I look at my bench. Yeah, it's because the other we tweaked quarterbacks to get points. So they get 0.05 points per game instead of 0.04. So they're not at -1 point for interceptions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count that as 7. 8. I got one left. Yeah.
Wait, red.
And now dying to blue, that diving grid.
Okay, I'm going
My phone is
to.
locking up.
I will return to the group.
Okay. In the meantime, is anyone doing anything? He's gone maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
If we're done talking and stuff like that, I was going to
Send
play some trains.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna do what?
I was going to finish the train.
Oh, okay, like your daily training? Well, I mean, they're supposed to be leaving to go to this. That would definitely constitute training. Go
Just
fight.
in case this doesn't pan out.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So Jake loses his patience. He's leaving the table and going out to the backyard of the inn to train. Okay?
When are we supposed to be done with work?
Anytime.
Are we doing that?
Yes. You have to leave within the next 20 minutes or you're going to be late.
We should get there early.
Brunson said, wait a minute, and you left, so you're waiting for him to come back. Probably went to the bathroom.
Is everyone done eating and drinking or whatever we're doing? So we can leave this in front of you.
I don't have any NPCs, right? So Xavier needs to go to the bathroom. Dhium has got to go to the bathroom. Dion?
Gotta go to the bathroom.
We had a
So
stroke.
these so easy to
Wait, so DM got up and went to
That's
the
the only NPC.
Yes.
And Stroke's unborn child.
So, Jake, you know DM from family or?
It's the first time I've met him. I met him for the first time last night. But
I'm pretty sure it's half brother through as well. Sam.
it looks a lot like me and their move.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the other brother.
Did your movie recognize him? Or?
Dhium hasn't been here. He never made Greyhawk.
Oh, we didn't meet him. Okay.
He does look a lot like Dhium in the face. Like
Well-
they have very similar appearance.
Even takes off his mother.
Yeah.
Well,
It's his mother, but they're half side on it. It's not the same dad. So.
I believe that he could be your half brother or whatever, but I'm just skeptical about other aspects of the story.
Did you get the
hoping
picture?
you could speak his character, but
Oh yeah, we said that. Alright. So Dhium and Xavier have gone to the outhouse.
well, I guess time
Jake
to tell.
was leaving, but then got distracted by Azuri, and now Brunson returns to the table. So Brunson, Dion, Jake, and Azuri are at the table.
Where?
If he was trying to talk to me, probably.
Okay, so he started talking to you, you just kept walking?
Oh, no. I figure I'd already be like halfway through his floor. Chase me down. Like, hey. Oh, yeah.
I think you,
Yeah, that's
good.
okay. As you walk in.
All right, so halfway to the door, he stopped you to ask you if you knew him about it. Brunson's back at the table. You see Brunson's back. Are you going back to the table?
Jake!
Okay.
Where's the guy? Where is he?
I believe he went to the outhouse.
We need to find him. I sent to the real Dhium the Red. This is what I viewed as the real Dhium the Red.
Okay.
The response was, captured basement, take from my house, the address, help.
So this warehouse is definitely a trap.
I jump.
Pretty much you missed
Alright.
it.
So here's what I say. Say we're going to the warehouse, get somewhere isolated, and
I don't want to go to the warehouse.
no, not go to the warehouse. Obviously, it's an ambush.
We need to go help this guy.
We need him to believe that we're going so that we can get information out of this fake carpet.
Just take him around back and beat him.
Carpet.
I believe he went to the outhouse with you.
That's not good.
Yes, I agree.
Perhaps somebody should.
Outhouse.
Perhaps somebody heroic should run after them.
I will go.
I'll go too.
It's best if we remain incognito if we can. He may not know we're on his side.
I go to the outhouse.
We all have to go to the bathroom before we hit the road.
Two potty breaks. Everyone potty breaks.
Go to the bathroom. Huzzah!
Is it okay if I don't know where I went to guess about my room, maybe?
If you want. It's
Stroh's
pretty
there.
far. I would assume like just around the stairs or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're like on the third floor above there, so you have to go up 3 flights of stairs and down to the end. But you could go there. What's that?
I gotta check on Stroke. Alright, you guys do that. I'm checking on Stroke. That's 2 of my 3 sendings that I took today.
It's a great spell. Great spell to have.
Y'all were asking me for sendings, so I took 3 of them. I transferred to Tom to get another
Every single day. Brunson, please send.
Right. But hey, there's a guy in town that sells these things.
Oh,
He still might be. But we can always try and do something about it. You see those like 2 cents for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's turned into number 3.
What is number 3? Oh, my lord.
Find out this summer.
Number 3 is obviously when you're reunited with your friend's half-brother and you're having a meal with him and your friends and you're all in the bathroom but you're not to be imposter and stabbing in the back. That's obviously
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know where I went wrong. I should have known that.
Everybody knows that.
It's basically
You're guys seen that video, the top 10 numbers?
Yes.
That's what when he was like, number 1, number 3. It doesn't get right by. Oh, it's so funny. Number
Which is hard to follow.
Sorry, Lord, but you're number 1. Number 1. It's number 5. I highly recommend you look it up. Oh, it's so cool. I kind of want to play it.
No, you're sticking around until we find
no,
out.
I got room on my character. I'm going out of house.
Right? Hey guys, did you hear a car start up?
He's on a bike.
Yeah.
He's trying to abduct Xavier on a bike.
We hear the door open again.
Funny thing is, Xavier's already tried to, like, a pair of goblins have already tried to take Xavier somewhere while he was held.
That's true. Yeah, but they were rescuing him,
Yes, but still.
sort of.
Xavier should stop doing that.
Getting help?
Getting abducted.
Sure, he would have been good.
Most people should stop getting abducted if they can.
Because they can help it for sure.
Okay, so we're waiting for the bathroom trip now. It's recording. All right. So Jake goes out. Meanwhile, the 3 of you are left at the table.
Theon said he's free.
Oh, you're going out there as well? Okay. So Jake and Theon go out. Okay. As you arrive outside, you see Xavier, sword in hand, and he has a sword in his right hand, and he has a hold of the outhouse door, and he yanks forcefully, and you hear splintering of wood, and the door is thrown open. And then you go, and the 2 of you come hurrying up. And you realize that the outhouse is empty, except for the normal things in the outhouse which you expect. He says, sounded like sounds of a struggle. Maybe grunting or something. And I mean not the normal kind either.
Yeah, we'll check the others.
Roll a d6.
Mate, he's checking for their outhouse note right here. 2. He saw he read our text messages. That's the only way he would know about it.
Secret tunnel.
He read our secret outhouse tunnel exit. Can you imagine?
There are no secret doors. There is one concealed door. But what's at the bottom of it does not look like you're interested. But there is a note, a piece of paper.
Okay, I'll read it.
I haven't read it yet. So
Constructed in 1347.
no.
Last clean, 1348.
Tom Branson was for a good time. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, for a good time, message Brunson.
Bird on. Or yeah, message bird on. Jim would put it there. You thought Brunson needed some action.
When? The last time we were here, it's still there.
Yeah.
No sending so far.
It's not with us.
That's because people's crying Brunson be like, no.
That was Derek Henry's
Or bird on. Well, that's why the scry always fails, because it's bird on.
There's some really hot guy named Bernard that keeps getting scared on.
And then you keep getting hot mages, just hunting, like finding him.
He's like, this again.
Hot mages in your area.
He's got the total Chad face.
Someone is selling my message.
My stage name. You know, having your name be Vernon has probably saved you a lot of hassle in the long run. If you think about it.
Yeah, I sent you the note.
People hunt the guy named Vernon now because he's all
Also,
potatoes. Like, they really run.
when you pick up the note, you notice down on the floor of the outhouse, right near where the slope is kind of like laying there. You don't know for sure that it has anything to do with now, but is a little wax seal. Like one could use to stamp the signet, basically in wax when sealing a letter, that kind of thing. It's not a royal seal, it's somebody's family royal seal, but it's like the first letter of their name, and it's very stylized, and it can be pressed into wax.
Okay, I'll grab it.
It is a seal.
Okay, I'll share that letter around.
Okay. So the only people out there right now are Jake and Xavier.
So when it says Dhium, this letter was addressed to Dhium?
Correct. Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LMGIVE, to 419-419-0095.
Okay. So the letter says Dhium, meaning addressed to Dural, with the same DH at the beginning of the name, is after you. Be aware, it's going to get ugly. He's working with the Capzard H, meaning addressed from H.
From H to DM. Who's working on capture?
We moved back to a table at this point, so everybody's not.
Dural.
They call me, I'm invisible in here, I can't hold it.
He's like,
I would recognize him at Callister.
it's like Black Widowing in the top of the outhouse.
It'll be really terrible. I just thought of a really bad way you could just like terribly punish your enemies. Wait until they're in the outhouse and then cast a massive shrink spell on them. And fail their save. So fall down in the hole.
And then the duration runs out and they can't get out.
Could you achieve comical greatness with a warp wood? How would that do it out of house?
And it'd be really bad for the seat they were sitting on.
You can seal the door.
Guys, we're getting distracted. We're supposed to be training and shopping.
Right, sorry.
Yep, keep moving.
Okay.
There's way too much injury for a tricky shot.
So first off, we need to figure out who the Capzard Guild is. Secondly, we need to go save Dhium, the other Dhium. Maybe the third Dhium.
I mean,
So we have to seize Dhium?
no, you have to save each one once. One salvation for DM.
So, this letter says H was telling DM that who's with the sound?
H was telling Dhium that Dural is after him working with the Capzard Guild. And it's going to get ugly.
Dural.
I was going to come on after you guys and like, Carpe that Dhium!
I want to know who Dural is.
Someone who's anti-Dhium.
I mean, you could easily ask around, especially with the context of the thieves guild.
Alright, let's ask around, figure out who this guild is, who Dural is. We're not going to nowhere else.
I say you got about 10, 15 minutes at most to head out to the warehouse, or you will not make it.
Do we even know where the warehouse was?
Yes. Basically.
Are we still doing the warehouse thing?
It's definitely a trap. There's no way it's not a trap.
And now that he's gone, he got away, he's going to tell them that we know. So going to the warehouse isn't going to matter. They're going to probably kill this other guy.
Perhaps we should go with them to extricate Dhium.
Yes, I agree. We all should go in front of him.
He said, wait, so you think this other real DM is at the warehouse?
No, I think he's at the address that he gave us.
Oh, he gave you the address.
Is that the address to the warehouse?
No,
I figured it's his house. It's probably in the basement of his
The
house.
sending
Or no, it said taken from his house. Yes.
I thought it was saying we need to get the address from
It
his
says,
house.
no, I said the address. Maybe I didn't want to
Okay.
spell it out. It says captured, comma,
Well, it says-
basement, comma, taken from my house, comma, 22340 Brook Road. Help.
Let's go there. I didn't realize that we had the address, or I would have proposed that earlier.
Gotcha.
It's a Brook Broad.
I thought he was saying,
The street name is Brook Broad.
I thought he was saying, take the
It
address
says
from
Brook
my
Road.
house.
I looked up the other B, or it just fixed it. I'll bet
They
it
probably autocorrected.
Yeah, sorry. It's supposed to be Brook Broad.
Okay. Brook
It's
Broad.
not that big of a deal.
For Brock.
Yeah, it's,
He cast another sending. He's
it's
like,
so funny.
stupid autocorrect.
2.5.
Okay. So Brook Broad, 22, 30, 40 Brook Broad. So Brook Broad is a really long, wide road that runs across a huge part of Greyhawk. And you ran into it near here on the way between here and the market. So you get the road there. You don't know how the numbers run, like how far away 22340 is, but it's a really long road, like 2 miles long road. So it could be 20 blocks.
Are there like street signs with road number
So street signs on every corner for every intersection, very thoroughly street sign. Some of the street signs, especially in the very well-traveled parts of town, have the little numbers that say like 2300 that way, 2500 that way, or something like that. The buildings, whether or not they have numbers, is up to the owner.
Okay, so not everything's even labeled.
So, is there a carriage around for rent?
There are carriages in the city.
I mean, is there one like hanging out? Just light on.
So no, but if you go out front, like usually like one of the inn servants can get you one pretty quickly.
Well, I can
They don't
use
sit in
my,
front of the inn because there wouldn't be enough room for them.
but I could use my bird one if I'm
I'd rather
everything's got it out.
damsel than attack needy assassins. Even if it's a he damsel over a she damsel.
He damsel.
I prefer she damsel.
A Samsel.
A Damson?
Samsel.
Alright.
I love it.
Okay. So I can use my hawk and try to find it and see what it looks like.
Okay.
Or we can just ask around.
Is there an insert?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You go out front, there's a guy that sits by the door, it's basically a bouncer, but he can get a
I'm just asking. Do you know where 22340 Brook Broad is?
So Brook Broad's about 2/3 of the way down to the corral. So take this road right here, go about 2 blocks, you'll hit Brook Broad. 22340 is going to be, you're going to turn right. It's going to be about 15, 20 blocks down, something like that.
Okay, so far. I think we're gonna need a carriage.
You get carriage? I get your carriage.
Fast one. You got fast ones?
No. I mean, fast compared to walking. If you pay the guy extra money, he'll break the law for you, but it's a lot. And then if you get stopped by the guard, then it takes longer anyway.
If I have the address to the place and I cast teleport, what are my chances?
So, pretty good.
Alright.
Like 8% of not having a problem.
So like,
Unseen is like 80, like high 80s, like 89, 88 or 89 to 100 on the top end, and then like 0 to like 11.
so it'd be considered unseen. Oh. Doesn't help me to have that.
Well, it does, because otherwise you couldn't teleport there at all. I teleport to some guy named Dhium's house. That would not work. Like, Even if it did work, it could be like 7 different houses in the world. Plus also some on other worlds probably if you're within reach.
So,
Anyways,
Oh, okay, so he's getting your carriage?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, seat 6. He flags on a carriage. And the carriage driver. Yeah, it's fine. You want to take Stro with you?
If she wants to go.
You have to go all the way up the room and ask. You did say you wanted
I was going to check on her. So.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going up the stairs. 3 flights of circular stairs.
And she knew I was having dinner with a woman. Now I'm out of breath. Great.
Oh, okay. Okay. She is in the room. She's reading a book.
Good. Oh, good.
Her hood is off and her snakes are riding.
Oh. Yeah! No.
1% chance that you looked up. That wasn't the one.
Say, we are in the middle of unraveling a plot to assassinate us.
Okay.
We are going to a location. Do you want to come with us?
Are you coming back?
Not sure. Not sure if it'll be safe to come back.
I guess I better come.
didn't she get like some kind of veil or something?
She hasn't lived.
She got some kind of magic.
Wasn't there something?
I said I wanted to track something like that down, but I haven't done that because we haven't gone to the market. Because we haven't been in a shopping session.
We really won't have to play in 2 weeks. We can just shop. Assuming.
We could do it all separately.
Oh, yeah, right. 'Cause we all have that kind of time.
You know how many free lunches you get though? If everybody bought you lunch, just do a shopping session.
Is that on the table? Is that what we're doing now? Is that how that works? Crash Day gets a free lunch for everybody who gets this soccer session?
Somebody buy you lunch.
This
Is
is looking
that?
pretty good. Matter of fact, let's just skip the lunch and send me the money. about $30 a soccer session. That should work.
Wow.
We're going to eat good, aren't we?
Taste.
Oh, is it going to McDonald's? We're just like a mini shopping session.
McDonald's. No, we're gonna go to Meyer Deli because it's like $5, man.
10 minutes shopping session.
Every $10 of the lunch is 10 minutes of shopping session.
All right. Anyway, so she's going with
Grabbing my stuff.
So everyone else gets in the carriage. Stro climbs in the carriage with you. There are 6 of you, and there are 6 seats. Who's paying the carriage driver?
Missouri.
Okay.
I think Fiance can pay the least part of the trade.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You realize I'm the poorest person to be around. It's funny, isn't it? The whole thing's funny.
Human laughs and outsiders.
Unfortunately, some of us have obligations.
Because I think Goodman's the richest
I'll
right
give him a
now.
gold piece.
You have to pay taxes, you have your money changing, you have to pay guild fees.
I'll give him a gold
You have
piece.
to pay for the
Yeah,
temple.
me too.
Yeah, you have to pay the temple.
I paid a lot of money for the thing.
After
Ironically, I think you're paying the least.
after civil responsibilities, Doomman has over 200
Yeah,
days.
Xavier's probably definitely
$45.
either you or Jake.
Doomman still has over 20.
I paid
20
50,000 gold pieces for training. And I only brought back 160,000
trains
gold
were crazy.
pieces after.
We'll talk about it. You didn't have any guild fees or anything like that, right? You
Did I miss party funds being distributed?
didn't. Everybody did.
Definitely likely.
I'll need to be filled back in on that at some point. Anyways, how much is the carriage driver expecting for the silver? Gold?
Yeah, it'd be 2 silver.
Pay him double. Give us that quicker.
Okay.
Make it snap.
Make sure you're
And
going
you give him the
flat
address. And you give him the address.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll pay you double if you get us that quicker.
5 hooks per minute over.
I'll do my best. I'll happily collect double.
Wheelie.
Last time I was a police pull him over.
Part's gonna get the end of part 3 of Joker. He's like,
How would
the traffic's blocked. I can't go.
Would the horses go up in the
You see the sidewalk there?
Or just the carriage behind the horses probably. Or the horses just rear up and then the carriage will go up. I don't know.
Reality collapses and we're on a simulation.
I see what awesome. Terrible, but awesome.
He turns on flight mode for the horse.
So, interesting side note, by the way. We watched this cool video about if you hold a slinky and you let go of the slinky, the bottom doesn't move, the top falls. And until the top affects the bottom of the slinky doesn't move, right? So then after I saw that video, and I watched it a few times, and I examined the physical principles and thought about, like, if it was a chain. I watched the 5th edition, the D&D movie recently. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the scene with the big tubby dragon because I kind of wanted to laugh, and I like that scene. And in that scene, there is a chain, huge chain, right? And the chain falls, and then it like goes to fall on them or whatever. Well, the chain falls from the bottom up instead of from the top down, denying the physics of that very same thing. Where if you let it go,
What are you talking about? So you're saying that gravity doesn't apply to the bottom of the slinky?
correct. It does not apply until the force that's holding up.
You know why?
Encounters gravity.
Gravity's still applying to it. It's just the spring effect of the metal is pulling it up at the same rate that gravity's pulling it down.
Well, yeah, exactly. So the
There's a chain
force
to do that.
upwards is the same as that.
A chain would not act in the same way.
Well, yes, it would, because it's the chain has to be applying the same force to that lower link, or it would be falling.
But
No,
the slinky is
chains-
constantly compressing.
Chains don't have a spring.
And chains aren't constantly compressing.
Slinky is a giant spring, essentially. Chains are not. They are just
Yeah, but
constantly hanging down.
but the force that's holding it up is not because of the spring. It's because of it's countering the gravity. Like the force that
Okay.
the slinky pulls down.
Can we agree that this would act in the same way then?
As a chain.
As a
That's
chain.
closer to a chain than a slinky.
Yes.
Okay, watch the bottom.
Yeah, that fell.
Slinky is a different thing.
Yeah, Slinky is a giant spring, so the
You're
upward
right
force of the
about
spring
the
is
slinky
correct.
thing.
The slinky
Counteracts
is trying to
the-
shrink.
Well, I didn't say it. I
Well,
just
what's going
watched
on
it.
is
Yeah.
the slinky is trying to shrink as
Yeah.
the top is
It is
going down.
interesting.
So it's like
It is interesting. The difference.
the gravity's acting, but it's also compressing.
Right.
at the
So
same
in
time.
truth, what's happening at that point is the force on the piece on the bottom is actually exceeding the force of gravity. So in other words,
Or matching
it
it.
is falling, but then it is being lifted back up with enough force.
This
to
chain definitely is not following the laws of physics, though.
No one in the,
It's like
in the video.
It's like rolling down.
Anyway, it did
It's
seem
easier
very
to
cool.
animate.
All right, so that was fun.
Certainly.
So apparently my logic about the chain was flawed. I'll give you that. But
You definitely noticed that something was off.
yes, it
You
didn't
have
seem
to
right.
keep in mind, it's in a D&D adventure. So
Yeah, that's true.
however
That's
the
right.
DM
That's,
determines.
it could be a special alloy.
And the DM might not be familiar with how
If it was in low
physics
moon,
works exactly.
it sounds like it would have fallen from the top.
at least at the moment that I thought it was like a slinky.
Plus, it's a totally different edition, so.
And you would be an
The rules are
owlbear.
different.
It's 5th edition rules. This is first
Not
edition.
to mention, that looked like it didn't take nearly a minute, so I
You
don't
can
think
wild
it
shape
would
into
happen.
an owlbear.
The chain made its
Okay, so if you do write a low moon supplement at some point, you have to put Slinky physics in.
I have
the low
to
moon
figure out how to make that
supplement.
work. Yeah.
I said I'm gonna have a guy fight with a chain and he'll be able to fly because he'll just throw a chain and they defy gravity.
All right. Anyway, it definitely seemed odd.
That's not
Okay. I lost my train of thought.
Anyway, this was
They're getting assassinated.
science conversation segment of
Yeah.
the Lumen.
I didn't even push the pause button because I thought it would be entertaining enough for somebody listening.
You have fallen for my trap.
Unfortunately, they won't get to see the belt hit the ground.
I unraveled your trap.
You know, this is theater of the mind. They can imagine the belt on the ground.
I had to play my own.
So, for all of our listening audience, imagine a belt hitting the ground.
I think they already did that the first time. It's like, okay, this is like a rerun now.
Okay, now everybody in the audience,
The bottom hit first.
everybody in the audience, please take off your belt and drop it on the ground so you have a physical representation.
And for those of you who don't have belts, I'm
Use a
sorry.
rope.
Just keep
I'm just sorry for you. I'm just very sorry.
Use a rope.
For those of you
Or
who don't
extension
have
cord.
belts, pull your pants up.
Show
Please
some
pause.
Wait, is it not-
Triple up your
sound
belts.
Alright, show some
Did I not
flaws.
use it as a pop?
Get a hold of yourself. It's great.
Stop trolling our audience.
Was I on the I think I do.
Okay. The carriage ride
Yes.
Okay. Carriage ride will take about 10 minutes or so. Is anyone doing anything in particular in that time?
I can cast the sun.
Training.
You no longer have Dhium the Red.
Kind of sounded like I have a You going back?
I just said you Shogo Gung Shogo Gung.
And then you receive back and go over your part.
Guys, we're getting very distracted.
In the Origins
We're not
party.
doing anything.
In the Origins party, they were there at Sarah's palace. And there's a whole bunch of adventuring groups there that came to petition Sarah for different pieces of information. They all have names. So last night they were talking about we really need a name. And there were some people in the group who were like, we do not need a name. And what was the name that they came up with?
I don't know.
What was the name of it?
The burning hand of the fiery fist.
Either that or the.
And then there was another one too. I can't remember.
Something dangerous.
Oh, the independent thinkers.
Yeah, the independent
That was what he
That was
came up with.
the two decisions.
Nobody in the party liked the independent thinkers. But the one
crazy.
the one bureaucrat thought we should be named independent. Because that's how he felt about it.
And Taya. Okay. All right.
Alright,
So nothing in the 10 minutes.
Nothing happens in the carriage ride. Skip forward.
The burning hand.
You pull up out front of a small, pale blue house.
What was that?
It has a red tile roof. The kind that has the curved tiles. Okay. It has a stone porch. It has a reddish colored front door, reddish wood color, like stained, not reddish, so like painted red. Okay. The door to the house is closed. There are no lights. The carriage driver wheels to a stop.
Wait, see if he opens the door.
Where?
Did you open? Run away. Ding dong.
Alright, get out.
That was in the. That would take that long.
On
Here we get out.
how much does this feel like when we got swooped into the asylum?
Not at all. This is a house in the middle of nowhere. That was more like a tenement building in a certain district.
Were we
Victorian
passing
style.
a lot of other carriages on our way here? Were we like chicken speed?
I mean, he didn't pass any carriage. He saw some going in the other direction. No, it was moving pretty quickly.
Did it feel like a faster truck?
Yeah.
Okay. It made up.
I mean, he only offered him one extra silver, so
Oh.
it was only just a little extra. A little faster. Well, you should have told me that in advance. He would have gone faster. No, I was kidding.
Double, I guess, should have clarified.
Anyway, he accepts it. He says, do you want me to wait?
Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. You too can make the world a better place.
I don't have another fare right now. I can wait.
No, you should probably get out of here.
All right.
Thank you for checking.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We're all just standing on the corner. Thanks. See you.
Now we kick the door down.
Is there on the corner? Alright, kicking it.
That's what we should name
Is
it.
there anything on the building indicating an address?
Yes, there's a mailbox on the front of the house. It's kind of square. It's made of wood. It also is reddish stained, like the front door. And on it are the numbers 2234.
We'll be naming law enforcement address for centuries ago.
In the corner you can see a street sign, but here you can't read it. To be sure it's the right street, you have to cheat for it.
Are there any guards?
Now, this is a pretty open area. In fact, so he has a narrow strip of land between his house, where it looks like there's a carriage track, and then there's a building behind it, which is probably like a carriage storage place, like a garage, basically. And then there's a pretty thick strip of land between there and the next, and it looks like there was some kind of a building that used to be there that's been rubble. There's bits of stone and wood piled up at odd angles. Then on the other side of that is a well that is probably 20 by 20 and about 15 feet high. It has a peaked roof. And then the other side of that is another building. So it's a pretty open area. So it's not like a neighborhood or you've left the merchant district, you've left the inn district. This is more of a residential area. The house is probably about 1,200 square feet. It's not very big. And it is it's made like limestone or something. It's a stone house.
Are we going around back or what?
We don't want to knock on the front door first.
Do we need assassin houses? You just don't knock.
Give me Toledo.
Well, I don't know how these. I've never done this before.
I mean, I could just unlock it.
He said he's in the basement. Let's see if there's a cellar. Go around back, see if
Yeah,
there's a
see,
cellar.
there's a cellar. Good idea.
As you walk along that kind of narrow track and head toward the back, you can see a couple of things. So when you see the back building is also made of stone, it's also tiled like the front building. The tiles are more of a kind of reddish brown color. It does have a door that's a double swinging door on the carriage house, basically. There are 3 stone steps that lead up to a side entrance that exits out here, and that side entrance kind of sticks out like there's a little mudroom that's off the side of the house that's built right there. And then just past that, at kind of right at ground level, there is a little barred window that the window itself is no more than like 10 inches high by 18 inches wide, and it has bars that go vertically into the top stone and into the ground, indicating there probably is a cellar or a basement. It's not accessible from this side outside. As you walk back around the back of the house, you see there is a back door. It has a semi-enclosed back porch area similar to the front. And you would say that this is a very nice house. Okay, it's not very big, but this is the kind of house like an upper level merchant, upper middle class, lower upper class would own. In Greyhawk, it's probably tens of thousands of gold pieces on something like this. The grass is not overgrown at all in the carriage path and in front of the carriage house, which indicates it's possible that it's in use, right? Whereas the grass in the field next door where the house is, and the grass in the back kind of yard area, if you will, is you can see a tenement house, like an apartment complex, which you look kind of past the carriage house here and past the house there. As you get to the backyard, you look over there at the back of the tenement house, and you can see 2 small children playing in a well and some clothes hung up on clotheslines. So there's obviously people living there. That's about 150 yards from the back of this house. Okay. As you approach the back of the house, you can see it's at a partially enclosed back. It's big enough for maybe like 2 people to stand in front of the back door, and then there's a stone wall that comes down, so you'd be half blocked. And then there's a gate on the part here that you would step up the steps, open the gate, step on the back porch. Next to the back door, there is looks like a root cellar door or something like that. It only goes to be about 2 feet high and is sitting on a slant leading up to the house. So you have the back door, and then next I have the root cellar door or whatever that is.
You say that the other house.
There's a downed building next door. There's the well on the other side of the house, a large community well, very well structured. Okay? And then there's the apartment building you can see. This is a carriage house. There's a double doors that could open to let you into the carriage house. No man walking doors are in front of the carriage house.
I think I assumed that's how the double door in the house. Anyways, let's go back. Let's go check out the cellar. Sounds like that's where you mean.
You step up to the cellar, you have a wooden frame kind of like slope up to the wall of the house. There's handles there, you can open it like that. There's a solid link chain with the chains being about 3/8 of an, the links being about 3/8 of an inch thick metal that wraps through the handles, and then there's an old rusted padlock that's on it. The padlock has a little slidey gate thing that covers the keyhole.
Yeah.
Wood looks less sturdy than the chain.
Open this up.
Pick locks. You managed to unlock the lock. You had a little trouble with the slidey gate thing. It seems like this lock has not been used in a while. Okay. Even after you unlock it and the actual mechanism was unlocked yet, and you smack it with your hand to get the hasp to come clear. At which point you can twist it. It doesn't twist easily. It twists open. Take the chain off. You can open the doors through.
Since you already specified that
You have what with you?
pretty much everything.
That's right. He had time. Everyone got Stroh. So. Right now, Stroh is just kind of lingering in the back. Alright. So the door is theoretically unlatched. Someone opening it?
Sort of.
If he's not doing it.
It's like shut from the outside. No, we'll face opposite.
Not opened in a while.
Okay. So who's actually swinging up the door then? They swing up and out like this, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can kind of do it both at the same time, one side first.
One side first, the other way.
I'll take the other.
So each of you opens one side, basically. Okay, you see a set of descending stairs. The stairs seem to be made of the same kind of limestone stone as the house is made of. They go down. There is a flat landing about 5 feet below ground surface. And it is also that same stone. And then there is a set of double wooden doors. But total, they only are about 40 inches wide. So each door is about like 20 inches or so. You can see that there are some roots that have grown down, probably under the foundation of the house, and kind of like they cling to the door on the right side. And there's some little scraggly ends of them that come off. They're pretty faded, like they are not getting much sunlight, so they're more like roots than vines. The double doors have a handle, both have a push button. The handles and the push buttons are brass fixtures, so much nicer than what was evident on the outside. Okay. Go down in the hole. Theon is leading the way. Jake is standing right behind him at the top of the steps, or partly on the steps. Okay, on the steps. Who is next? Jake is ready, sword out, I presume.
Who's all in the back? Just
Brunson, Stroh, and Azuri.
I'll hang in the back. I'll be the last one to go.
Sorry, watch the roofs. This place is holding a prisoner. They're probably watching it.
Assuming you guys can handle the inside of the cellar.
Okay.
I did think that the bottom fell less rapidly than the top.
So I'll take to my... Or I guess I'll look for a way to climb it.
Okay. So you could easily go up, like there's that half wall at the steps. If you're at the top of that, it would be just a one big step onto the step of the porch. And then from there, you could easily get up on the roof. Okay. So Zori's breaking off from the group and moving upwards.
Just me and Stroh.
Oh, Xavier stayed out. Yeah, Xavier stayed out to watch over you. So that at that point, Stroh realizes that what's going on, and she moves forward to kind of fill in behind Jake. Not to be left behind.
Like a next check range.
Nah, I would just give it to you. Right, even if you had to try a couple times, you're not doing that. Okay. No sign of any movement whatsoever. As the audio indicated, there was a group of crows that came and lotted on the carriage house. In fact, they have stayed there. They're sitting on the roof of the carriage house. About a dozen of them. Okay. There is a lock set in the double doors. Are you just going to try to open it and see the push button?
Give me the
Percentile dice?
I am death. You simply jumped back to
99.
But I
The doors appear pretty unused. They open outward. There's little to no markings on the floor. There's even like some detritus, like rotting leaves and sticks that have found its way down in here, falling roots, perhaps, tumbled dirt. and none of it seems disturbed by the opening of the doors. You're pretty sure these doors have not been opened in at least a century. Indeed, the doors are unlocked, despite the fact that they have locks built into them. There's a button open the right-hand door. It swings. It grates against the floor, kind of bad. But you can easily get it open wide enough for you to step in. It won't easily open the full distance. I think you'd have to really muscle it, or have somebody muscle it.
I'm going to say to Stro as we're moving up, I get a bad feeling about this.
It's just everything.
It looks deserted.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think maybe we were led here for a reason.
Beyond will activate cloak and
Right? So your hood up becomes virtually invisible to the naked eye, which is what you've got. What's that? Dim. It's daytime right now, it's evening, the sun is low in the sky, so down below ground level it's pretty dim, but it's not dark. Okay. Alright. He slips between the door and into the basement beyond. Are you following him? As you go through, you have to muscle it open a little bigger. He's not thoughtful of how large you are compared to how small he is. Stro, you hear her slipper on the stone behind you. It's this scraping noise.
Is this the section? Is this the same day that we landed on the roof?
Yes.
And got dropped off here by Janie's eagles?
Yes. But it's now getting long. It's getting darker. It's been about 10 hours. Okay. As you step in, you see before you a 10 by 20 rooms, the width of the house and about 10 foot deep. There's a flat wall on the opposite side. On the wall are various metal implements. Pointy, sharp axe, some kind of big tongs, saw, that kind of thing. They look fairly unused, or at least untended. Also coming through the roof are some bits of dangly, crooked undergrowth, basically, in this case overgrowth. The floor is pretty empty except for two things. So one, to the direct left, towards the sarcophagus, is a large thing that you would store a dead body in, basically. It is closed, has a stone lid, stone body, it's a stone sarcophagus. To the right is a large barrel. It's made of wood wrapped in metal, could be like a bronze ring or something like that. It's a large cartridge. It's probably a quarter ton, with several hundred pounds at least. Not to say whether it is open or closed. You could easily put a person or maybe 4 people inside it if they were closed. Directly ahead of you is a set of double doors, similar to this one, but each really it looks glass. It's an eerie, dark dungeon. Those things are pretty close to the same temperature. You can see the lines. No light forms. Or some dead creature. It's, I mean, the room is only 10 foot across, so as soon as you basically walk in, Jake is right behind you. His sword is glowing faintly. Stro steps through the doors. So what are Brunson and Xavier doing at that point? Okay, so you're at the doorway, you see the same previously described room. Xavier then down steps. So you're landing just outside the doors. Meanwhile, Zuri is atop the house. The only things that strike you of interest are, number one, there is a dozen or so crows that have taken up residence on top of the carriage house. There are no windows or access points, nothing to see inside the carriage house, but you can see that there is a missing piece of the structure, like a piece of wood or kind of broken corner of a piece of wood or whatever, that's right almost up at the peak. of the carriage house, where the roof comes together like that. And it looks dark, pitch black dark inside. There's no light in there. It's the carriage house, the top of the carriage house. The house that you're on has a sloped roof in both directions. It's pretty evenly split, 45, 55, as far as like the one side of the house is a little more space than the other. And then the peak goes this way, so it basically points out the front of the house or out the back of the house. Okay, so you can go along the peak. If you do so, you'll go all the way to the front edge of the porch. So not just over the top of the house, we'll go all the way to the front of the porch, to the front yard, basically. Looking down, you can see very clearly the ruined building that is next door. It must have been pretty large, at least as large as this one, probably 10, 15 feet longer. It was made of stone and wood. And roll a d20. As you're looking, you see a lot. So there are some puddles, mud, basically, and some low-lying water along the edges of the rubble. And laying on the edge of the rubble, in the water and mud, is something red. So it's next to the rubble on your side. So from the edge of the house that you're on, it goes about 5 feet, then there's a carriage path, then it goes about 10 feet, and it starts the rubble of the next house, where the building was. And right in there's some puddles, and laying on the edge of one of those puddles, mostly in the mud, is something red. And it's no bigger than like 10 inches across, and sort of triangular in color. Triangular shape. Thank you.
Triangle.
It's red in shape, triangular in color.
Somebody said the impact of kindergarten. He doesn't know how change will.
If there's nap time, I'm in.
Last kindergarten subjects. Shapes, colors, and
Change.
Also, naps and snacks. Don't forget naps and snacks.
I will.
We're having a good time.
I don't know. Periodic check to make sure it's
The last of them, which is Xavier, has gone out of sight into the building. And as that happens, a couple of the crows that are on the carriage house jump down into the backyard. They're actually on the ground. They're kind of rooting around in the grass. And it's possible they're looking for food, but they're not. If they are, they're not very aggressively doing it, and they never eat anything. Like you watch them for a minute, and they're just they're pecking at the ground a little bit and stuff, but there's nothing there.
jump into the yard, like near the cellar door.
Pretty close, yeah. Probably 10 feet away from the door. Crows are neither mammals nor persons, sorry.
Okay, I'll guess speak with animals.
Okay.
Go down to the crow. What are you looking for?
They both, in fact, several other ones over on the carriage house are looking too. They're all going, like to each other, like they're trying to get each other's attention in your direction.
What are you looking for down there?
Talking! Ah! They're all looking at you again. It says, murder of the lady! The lady murdered! Murder of the lady!
Who? The lady?
The lady!
The lady here.
And one of them jumps up, flutters, lands on the back of another one. They struggle around for a second and settle down, and they're both looking at you again.
There was a lady here?
Well, one of the ones on the ground looks up at the ones on the carriage house says, Huh? 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 One of the ones on the edge kind of moves over and is looking down at them and says, Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bread? 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 Bread, 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 bread?
How long ago was this lady here?
No. No. No, 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 no.
Not sure what you mean by no.
Lady. No, here. No.
Didn't you just say something about the murder of a lady?
Yeah. Watch. Watch. Watch the murder.
Watch the murder of the lady.
Of the lady.
Here.
Here. Here.
Did this murder already happen?
No. They bounce around. One stumbles and gets his head stuck on the other one's butt for a second, and then they shuffle around and get looking in the right direction again. Watch for the lady.
Oh, you're watching for a lady.
For
the lady.
Four.
More intelligent animal.
Crows are pretty intelligent.
I think they're doing great, actually, but whatever. They are bird brain. They're just at the high of the they're on the high end of the spectrum of bird brain.
So you're watching for a lady.
Yeah.
Come here.
No.
Did the lady ask you to watch?
Yeah. One of them they bump sideways and they bump each other and then they stagger for a second and then stop.
The crows.
And
you notice that one of the crows on the ground has actually moved to the top of the steps where the basement door is open. It's looking inside. Okay, hold on 1 second. You're about a minute ahead now.
okay.
All right. Meanwhile, you have reached the double doors inside. Again, these look like interior doors. They do not have a lock. They do have handles. Okay, both.
Just the right one. I only have one hand.
Okay. The door creaks pretty severely on opening, but does open.
I see that.
Okay.
Does he stop?
All right. So it opens up into a larger basement. This you would guess is pretty much the whole remainder of the house. It's 20 wide by about 40 straight ahead, and it is pretty kind of like messy with various things. You see what looks like part of a carriage wheel and part of the body of a carriage. In the far back corner, you can see kind of the shape of a person, but it looks more like the lid of a sarcophagus or something. And then down to the left, you can see a set of stairs that come down in and turn to the right at the bottom, like the last few steps, and dump out onto this floor. Clearly, the room is not occupied. I mean, there's no living being here as far as you can tell. No heat signatures.
This is the second sarcophagus.
Yeah, this looks like just the lid of one, but yeah. There was a complete sarcophagus with the lid closed on it in the outer chamber that you first came to.
Where are there so many tomb things?
It's a column cover. The signature of whoever was working at this place. Perhaps they were just an undertaker.
Just imagine the column cover, a sarcophagus lid. That's my college cover.
Perhaps you'd like to write for Lone Moon Adventures. The Prince Albert series on Kindle is a short story series where you can write your own based on our prompts and donate them or donate half their profit to the ministry.
Okay.
I mean, on a cursory glance, what we're looking for is a deer. I suppose we should check perhaps the sarcophagus barrel.
Okay. So you've moved, what, 5 to 8 feet into the room. You're with him. Okay, that puts Stro just inside. She's right at the doorway. You can survey. You're just behind her at the doorway. You're completely in the first room. So you've got a sarcophagus to your left, a giant barrel to your right. Both appear to be pretty much abandoned. The wall in front of you, though, is covered with a saw, an axe head, something that you would only describe as like a short jungle blade, like a machete, basically. Some old tongs that have like 2 handles, and then they have a hinge in the middle, and then they have very big, like 2 feet long grabber tongs, which you don't have a clue what they're used for, but they're used for grabbing hay bales. But you don't. Xavier doesn't know that. He's not a farmer per se. What's that? Jake might know, yeah.
My question is, are many of them that's missing?
Good check. Okay, so you step. You're like right at the doorway, so you just step back and look. Roll a d20. Good, check what? Okay, the big one that was back out in the first room. Like the big have to have people inside it.
Oh, I thought that's the room we were in. But
So-
they're not.
That's
They're
where
in.
you're in. You're in the other room.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Jake's going back out. Stro comes in with you. Get out of the way. So this room is kind of a winding path. You can walk anywhere in the big room, right? And there are,
Somewhere else to go in there.
I mean, it's a 20 by 40 room full of stuff, so there are like pathways through it. So you can walk. Okay, so the two of you are searching out it's a 20 by 40 chamber, filled to 5 feet high, pathways in between things, all kinds of like, which is all part of a carriage, barrels, crates, a sign, top of the sarcophagus, some wooden poles standing up that might be like broom handles or something. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff here. It's not empty by any means. There's nowhere that's wider than like a 2-foot space. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, you check. What was your next roll? Okay. So it does appear that to the right of the door there is a pair of pins that are maybe like about a half inch diameter. They stick out like about 3 feet from the wall, and whatever was hanging on those pins is not there right now. It's missing. And you don't track whatever basic observation you would say that something was hanging there fairly recently. You couldn't tell you whether it was like gone today or 6 months ago. Fairly recently. Okay. All right, and then what was Xavier doing? Just holding your spot, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at the doorway.
I'm not really paying attention to much anymore. I just try to get to where they are.
Okay, so no one's pushing any particular agenda. Stro is working her way through the room to the bottom of the basement stairs. So after a moment, she's standing at the bottom of the basement stairs. Either of you see easy pathways to do that. Yeah. There is that. When you bring your own encounter.
Is it possible you turn to stone?
Wait, finish training first.
Yes. They're Goliath. Their eyes, their faces provide enough luminescence to see them in pitch black darkness and be turned to stone. 'Tis true and sad at the same time. Okay. Jake sees an old mounted wolf's head. Mounted, it's clearly in bad shape. It's on about a 2 foot by 3 foot placard you can hang on the wall. Its eyes still reflect the light of the shield. Sword. Theon sees a crate marked fragile. You see a pile of what appears to be expensive ball gowns. They don't seem to be in great shape, kind of rusty and like that. There are 3 of them, and they puff up pretty big, so.
was going to inspect the sarcophagus without touching it.
Okay. So it has a stone lid that probably would weigh in at a couple hundred pounds. Probably fits down a lip on the base of the unit. It is man-sized or just slightly larger, than man-sized. At the end of that part, so that's the full thing. At the end of that part, the head of the sarcophagus is only like an inch from the left wall. So it's pretty shoved back. And then the right side, looking at it from the foot, the right side shoulder is only about an inch from the next wall, which is an interior wall made of wood. So it's not this strong. So somebody kind of shoved it as far back as they can get it. It's not sealed with wax. It would take some muscle to open it, but it is very doable.
And then after that, I will go to the barrel. I'm basically looking for places where this guy could be stashed.
I mean, he could be in the sarcophagus, bearing in mind that it wouldn't be good for him. If he was in there long enough, he'd probably die. So, okay. The barrel would hold 4 people. About 150 to 200 gallons of some kind of alcoholic beverage or water, probably. It is closed, the top is on, and it is sealed with wax. Not healthfully so, anyway. You can knock on it and see whether it sounds hollow. Or something like that.
Oh, you know what? I have this hole punch. Crazy 5-foot hole in the surface. I can create a 5-foot hole in the sarcophagus and see what's inside.
Certainly can. Of course, whatever's inside would be accessible to outside that way. You find Theon sees a stack of bar stools. There are easily over 20 of them, maybe as many as 30 in it.
Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.